everybody. I've got some pork tacos. It's got some beans in it and chilies. This is beef enchilada, chips, salsa, little vegetables. This is beef and chicken with some queso mix and cilantro. And then I found a whole bird recipe, a Mexican style bird. So it's got a lot of different flavors that I haven't worked with: cumin, chilies, cilantro, brown sugar. And these over here are chicken tostadas with cheese and peppers in it. I got some Mexican rice in that dish, and then this with the cheese on top is Mexican cornbread, and I just sprinkled some cheese on it. So a little bit of something for everybody. Hope you guys enjoy. So when you're saying that, I keep coming back to the programming, but the one thing I believe that we're all being programmed to do is to be greedy. And the more greedy that each of us can be, the more it eliminates this person or that person, or, you know what I mean, the next person, because there's only so much to go around. You know, all the food that I put out here, if you decided that you was going to just eat the whole enchilada by yourself, we'd all be like, you feel me? So I look at people who have been making money for decades, centuries. I'll use Jeff Bezos for Amazon, 140 billion, like.
But when you talk about the 1% and the elite, as we have now,
yeah,
you have to understand what you're saying is such a small amount of people.
Yes.
We're talking about a couple hundred people in a world with like 11 billion or wherever we're at right now.
And that's what's so funny, because they're the ones who could change the whole world.
But I can make the argument that because we started this with addiction, I can make the argument that those people that got there, either a couple of them got stupidly lucky with some ideas that they use, or they got there because they're the extreme of that addiction.
Exactly.
Most of us will never have any reason to even kind of believe you would ever make that kind of money in the world, so you figure out how to make do with what you have, and then so basically it's like everybody's controlling their own crack addicts. You know what I mean? Like, this is how much I have to be cracked out on. So
I think you're softening what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is that it's a rat race to get it as high as you can. And what I'm saying is, what you're saying is, the top 1%, you're never gonna catch them. That's why they're up there laughing. They're like, oh yeah, go ahead, get your $30 million shoe contract, or get your $100 million basketball contract, or all your record sales, or Michael Jackson, whatever. You're never going to be up there with the families who've been doing it since before slavery. They've got free money, and then they got more money, and then they got stock money, and then they crashed
most of them went in with Nazis.
You feel me?
And then
they got the people in Enron, and think about the collar crimes that you get away with. It's the money crimes. Those are the people that like, oh, I can pay my way out of it, and screw all the other people who got. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they want you to play this game, which is where I think you stopped at, like, oh, we're just out here, kind of getting ours and doing what we do. It's like, well, I feel everybody is trying to get as much money as they can, not knowing that all that's doing is perpetuating the cycle to end your seed and your kid who doesn't fall in, or their friend, you know what I mean? It's everybody's not going to get in. Like I said last episode, we keep eliminating classes. So at some point, your class is going to be next. Oh yeah, you're upper class. You ain't in the top 1%.
And that was because that was something else I was thinking about. So you look at the government shutdown that just happened, right?
Crazy.
And we're supposed to be living in this class-like society where you get if you do the race, whatever requirements need to be met, and you get these quote-unquote good middle-class jobs, aka working for the government. You're supposed to be like have a fairly decent existence on Earth. You know what I mean? Raise a family, do whatever it is that makes you happy. Blah blah blah. But the reality is, those good government jobs, we shut it down, and they didn't get paid twice, and people were fucked. You know what I mean? Like
the average,
there is no
the
like
average
middle
American
class really.
can't pay their bills.
You're either good or you're.
The average
Living
American
money.
cannot pay their bills if they lose their job for like a month. And this is like the greatest country. There's a lot of great things about this place, but that's crazy if you lose your job.
I don't know. I mean, is it crazy or is it just life?
It's life because, all right, what's your definition?
What else would we do if we didn't have to all go to work?
What's your definition, or anybody who wants to go first? What's your definition of inflation? I hear people talk about inflation. Yeah, I told you I was about to come with haymakers tonight. Like, yeah, I'm gonna make y'all think.
Basically, when money loses its worth, like as the more what we consider money loses its worth, that's inflation.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else?
I would go with that, but also just add time. Like we think about $20,000 today, it's not the same as.
Why? Why is it not the same?
Cost of goods.
Yeah, like the cost of living increases.
Why?
Buying power decreased.
Why did the cost of goods go up?
So everybody wanted to make more money.
I don't know. That's-
Dude, that is like y'all, like people try to hit me with like market value and like no, that's just somebody. I watched literally downtown Ohio State. They leveled all types of stuff and built the new, apartments and all that. And somebody wanted to make more money, so they charged more. I've owned. My parents have owned it. I've seen how much the bank charges versus what the people who are renting the places out charge. And these are people who already have enough money to live because they're the ones who obviously have the capital to go out and do it. So I look at that situation, and all inflation is somebody in power who wants more money. If I buy this house, like the house bubble that blew up, I don't know, was it 5-10 years ago, whatever, the housing thing.
Yeah.
So all that was humans overpricing houses and telling people it was worth more than it was so they could make more money, and they all decided to do it together, so it blew up at the same time together. I was watching it go down where they were like, oh yeah, come here, buy now, no credit, no check, no this, and shit went to hell. It's funny, just like the movies that we've seen before, that now they're doing remakes of. What do you hear on the commercials now? Come here, buy now, no credit down, blah, blah, blah. Oh, interest rates are back on the rise, houses are going back up, blah, blah, blah. Because they suck it back low, all the people who had the chips, and then we'll just start the process again. It's crazy to watch all of us be so addicted to this thing that isn't even real. And it controls everybody.
But again, I ask the same question. Is that crazy or is it just life?
And
Because the concept of not doing it leaves me with this. As regardless of what happens while you're breathing, you start young. We say, okay, now you need an education, so you get X amount of years of your life for that, and then after that, you're out on your own. And it's like, what we all do if we weren't going off to work together.
So I'm about to do something.
I think it's
Y'all
just a
keep
necessity
talking.
of
I'm about to do
life.
something real quick, just off the cuff. I'm about to ask y'all a question. How much money is enough money for you to live the rest of your life? I got it. Cash in hand, tax free.
Oh, we got age differences in here, man.
That's why it's even. That's why. Hold on, don't just write it like so. Make sure you cuff it. Put your
Right.
hand. I don't want to see nobody's answer. All right. How much money is enough money for you to live the rest of your
So
life?
you're saying picture my ideal lifestyle.
Yeah, whatever.
What I'd want-
Hey, I
where
want
I'd
to
wanna
go to
be, what I wanna be
Acapulco
doing.
once a month. Like you can do whatever you want in this dream world. You can do whatever you want. You can have marble bathtubs, nigga, with golden showers. You can do whatever you want. Okay, this is your life.
And we're talking about for the rest of our lives, though.
Man, it's tough, isn't it, man? You just get a blank check. Isn't it tough? What you gonna do?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, because, like,
A whole dollar amount.
If I'm supposed to live for 60 more years, like we're talking about for a year-to-year basis, like cash. So that's
There's nothing hard about anything that I just said, so I don't know what you're asking me. You get to make a blank check with whatever you need to live for the rest of your life. Enjoy it.
Need or want?
Hey!
Need or want?
It's-
Like bare necessities getting by.
This is your check. I don't understand how I can tell. You can tell me 1 zillion. I've never even seen 1 zillion. But if you can explain to me why you need 1 zillion, more power to you.
Oh, y'all too quick.
I really can't.
This over here, he over here doing a budget.
I'm trying to make it right.
I can go to the gym if I get Lifetime
I'm
Fitness.
trying to think. Yeah.
That's gonna be like, I can get the spa treatment.
Y'all might just have.
I'm gonna get them rims. You know I'm eating out every Wednesday. Look at him over there.
I know my.
You sure?
I'm gonna explain my answer. I got my answer.
No, he got a question mark over there. Who would like to go first?
You go first.
Oh, I gotta go first.
This is your question, so what?
Nah, it's my game. I've played the game. So since you want
You
to
asked that question. You said who wants to go first.
You know what? I like Aiden. You see, Aiden gets 10 points. Minus 10 from that.
Alright, so at first I put 5 million, and I changed it to 8 million.
And what?
Well, I feel like with that amount of money, I don't really need like a big house or like a bunch of cars. So I feel like I could get like that, and I could spend the rest traveling and like doing stuff that.
That's why I think it's fake and where they get you though is like when you have more cost of life costs more. Like it is funny. I thought you made a really good point before. We all figured out how to get by on 30,000, 50,000, wherever we were at, but when you get more, all of a sudden it just costs more because everything you're doing, like you're right, you don't need it, but you're gonna get it. Like, what, you know what I mean? So, 8 million. I
Okay.
don't think 8 million is enough.
All right. Hey, no, don't be poo-pooing her 8 million. Hey, if you
I'm
come
not
up
calling
on
for
8 million, I'll hang out with you. That's what I'm saying. And who else? All right.
Alright, I'm gonna say 46 billion. Only cause.
40.
Wait. Listen. I told you I was
Hey,
gonna explain.
46 billion.
I told you I was gonna explain.
All right, what you gonna
So
do
we
with each
talking
billion?
about-
Let me
we
know
talking
each.
about-
You gotta have 46 things you gonna do with the billion.
Listen.
All right.
46 things.
Hey, would you? What?
But listen. I only said that because we talked about Jeff Bezos,
Yeah.
right? And how much was he over 100 billion, right?
140 billion, I think.
So they said it was like this little study that he could end world hunger and world poverty and still have like around 46,
Yeah.
47 billion.
Yeah.
So, as part of the richest man in the world. So I picked that number just because, one, you could continuously like keep giving. I'm a big on giving. So 46, I feel like at that point I want to run out.
Okay.
And also we talked about the cost of inflation. It's going to keep rising like the higher we go. Like,
So if you were worth 46 billion, what are you saying? How much of that 46 billion are you giving?
Giving?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you.
Me personally, probably at least half.
So you're gonna go from 46 billion to 23 billion.
Yep.
Okay, that's cool. That's still a lot of money though.
Exactly.
Okay. Anybody else?
And I don't like my number. I said 100 billion.
Oh, hey, but I love these young cats. We gonna make 100 billion. I don't know what we about to invent, but we about to make 100 million. Bro, I feel you. You guys are making my point for me, but keep going.
Like we've discussed already, money is power. Money is what drives and is the most dangerous thing the country. But I said this much because I'd save probably about 20 billion, which is a very large amount of money.
Yeah.
And then with that other 80 billion, I'd use my resources to kind of help out a lot of society, along with kind of helping out those in my circle that have
Okay.
like helped bring me up through life.
Okay.
And then I wouldn't There's nothing really extravagant that I want. I probably just move somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
You don't
Yeah.
sound like a 100 billion type of dude. So out of that 100
And then-
billion
and
that
then
you're
like we
living in the
discussed,
shack
yeah.
in the middle of
And
nowhere,
then we've discussed inflation as well. So the cost of living is going to increase along with.
it ain't gonna increase to 100 billion. But
Yeah.
I
right,
understand
right.
what you're saying.
So and then it's important to have a very a safety net should something in the future.
You don't need $100 billion